Hello everyone, my name is Marcela Lobos and I am here with my brothers from the Quero Nation of the Andes of Peru, Don Pascual Apasa and Don Juan Quispe. Today we're going to offer you rites of initiations, what for them is a beautiful invitation to become an Earthkeeper. In their language is a Kurakakuyak, the one that masticates the wisdom that is sublime, that is so wise, that is difficult to see and understand from ordinary reality. But an elder, a wisdom keeper, can really feel it and then find the right words to share it with those who are not at that stage of consciousness. So I'll begin exactly with that. What is a stage of consciousness as a difference with a state of consciousness? According to the mystics, we can experience states of consciousness daily, actually, or every week or every month. We can be very inspired and perhaps even have luminous experiences. But that all passes, and then the next week or the next month or the next day, we can feel very low and we can be frowning and we can just be in tunnel vision. So it's important to know that there's such a thing as a stage of consciousness, another level of consciousness, for which it's important that we have done our alchemical work. We have transformed those things that are limiting our vision, limiting our love, limiting our power to manifest. We have alchemized all of that, so we have an open mind, open heart, and just power to manifest, the belly. In the Andean tradition, it's called the Yankai, the clear vision and thinking, the Munay, the open heart, pure love, and the Yankai, the ability to really manifest what we're inspired or what we know is the right thing to do. We can manifest it, we have the power. So when we have entered a new stage of consciousness, then we are more empowered in these three centers. And I will tell you a story to help you understand the difference of these two. At one point, a lady called Alberto and I, my husband Alberto, and I to visit us at Los Lobos Sanctuary, where we have a retreat center in Chile, in the mountains of Chile. And she was in North America. And she told us that she has been meditating for a week and had reached these states of samadhi, of great bliss, of great understanding, of great clarity, and that she loved us so much that she wanted to share this with us. So we said, sure, come and bring that to Los Lobos, happy to have you. And she had the resources, so she bought plane ticket right away, and she, in 2 days, was landing in Santiago at the airport in Chile. And our driver went to pick her up, and she made a mistake, and instead of going with our driver, she took another taxi and ended up in a different town, half an hour from us, and she was overcharged, and she was very worried. And of course, we got in touch on communication, and we sent another driver to pick her up. When our other driver picked her up, she was so upset and just really just fuming with anger. And she went to our place, didn't even want to say hello to us because she was so upset. So she stayed in her room for the rest of the day. And then the next day finally came out, and we say hello. And all that bliss and all that samadhi was off the window. It puffed. And she was right back to her inner woundings from childhood of being abandoned, not being seen, feeling that the world was not considerate with her, etc. So it was so obvious to us that she had been in these great states of luminosity and bliss and all of that, but it was not from working through what's difficult. It was not from walking on the fire herself, but it was out of privilege, having the privilege to just sit with all comforts in life for a week and not having to work and just like have time to just be. And so it's, for me, so clear the difference when we do our work, when something hurts and we have the courage to look at that hurt and that which makes us uncomfortable, and we just stay with it, and maybe we have a shaman, a healer, a friend, a therapist that help us through, but nevertheless we go through it, no matter how much we feel the squeeze, how painful, how sad, how this, how that, because we always are going to come out through the other side, and we're going to see life again. But we're going to see life again with more understanding, with more compassion, with more love. So that's how we actually just turn from being this empowered, hopeless, helpless sometimes, to being more empowered, hopeful, and wise. And of course, there's going to be so many lessons in life, and we're going to have to do the same alchemy with each painful lesson. And that's how we keep growing, as we say in the Andes, in our Munay-Ki. We keep growing our love, and the more we love, the more we understand, the more we understand, the more we love and understand, the more we really have the incentive to create changes around us and in our own lives. In our Western modern society, we also have very important wisdom. I especially like to work with the individuation process of Carl Jung. In his words, we needed to become someone that can see himself, herself, in all the places that hurt and that make us feel uncomfortable, so we can eventually feel more and more comfortable with that and start seeing how we have the great archetypes in us, in our own psyches, like the mother, like the father, the wise old man, the wise old woman, the inner child. But the first archetype to enter into this process of growing up, so it's not about just awakening into a heavenly realm, samadhi, but we have to grow up to be someone useful and someone that collaborates in society. So we look at our shadow, those places that make us feel uncomfortable, so we don't end up projecting that onto others, but we become responsible of everything that is happening in our psyche. And eventually we learn to be our own mother, like we learn to take care of our emotions, like to process our own emotional life, and to be skillful in the outer world as well, not just the inner world, but skillful in the outer world. So in the end, we have a healthy feminine, healthy masculine, anima, animus, and the sacred marriage. And of course, when you have a healthy mother, father inside of us, then the inner child can come out and play. So we all want to be more like children, like more laughter, more joy. And so many traditions say that, you know, paradise, the heavens are for those who are like children. But it requires that. It requires to grow up to be a person that can hold the inner world, the emotional world, contain it, so we don't become borderline, like just spill all our insights in the outer world, and have more healthy boundaries and with the others. And so we become individuated, and that is not the same as egocentric. It's not about being egocentric, but to know where are my individual boundaries, so I am not confusing myself with the other. I'll tell you an example. Just 2 nights ago, I was having dinner with some people that I just met, and one of them, because she's a student, said to me, I have to say, I am sorry to you, I have to apologize to you. I'm like, why? We just met. She's like, yes, but in a past life, I know that we have a karmic relation, and I need to apologize to you. And I say, okay, I accept your story, fine, but I could tell that there was a projection and it had nothing to do with me. I felt zero energy with this lady besides just her being another human being. So, so when we haven't done the work of looking at our own woundings and gifts and grow up and become a mature woman with a mature inner masculine, or the other way around, a mature masculine with mature inner feminine, then we end up stuck in the wounded child instead of the divine child. So that's what it takes, that sacred marriage inside of maturity. And eventually also this wisdom just really becomes part of us, and we have more equanimity in the midst of the upheaval around us, in the midst of all the problems and all the confusion that is around. Have you noticed that when there's chaos and quarrels, everybody is reactive? But the wise old man, the wise old woman, is just gonna look at all of that, and just eventually she will say some wise words, and she will not like get all excited and out of center like the others, but eventually she'll just go like this, or he'll go like that, and say 3 words, and whoa, calms the whole situation down. So this is the embodiment of what it is in the Andes, the Curacacuyac, the wise old women, the wise old men. That is the Earthkeeper, the ones that have so much love, so much vision, so much power to manifest, that is really like someone that can care with all that love for the children in the other side of the world, as much as for the children in our own community. And it can see for the countries in the other side of the world. It's just the love is that big. And that's what happens in the Andes. We recognize the stages. So we celebrate the stage of the person that has become a healer, that has the heart of the healer, the mind of the healer, the belly of the healer, that knows how to hold her own self even when it feels like sad or betrayed. Whatever happens, we know how to contain it. And that doesn't mean not to ask for help, but not to like vomit our insights into the situation. And then we grow up into the next stage, the Pampa Messiah, or day keeper, as we say in English. And this is the person that it has so much love and understanding that can speak with the feminine wisdom of the land, of the earth. So, of course, this is an earthy tradition, and the people that can just have a sacred dialogue, intimate sacred dialogue with the Mother Earth, can say thank you for the food, and just pray to her for the crops to come healthy. And that beautiful dialogue, so feminine, is the day keeper. Then the wisdom keeper, the next stage, is the one that connects us more to the masculine aspect of the divine and of spirit, and is the one that can speak with the mountain. So we are surrounded in the Andes with mountains. So the person that goes up the mountain has higher vision and understands not only what is happening in our land, our community, but what is happening in the other communities, and can bring that wisdom back to the community. The mountains have been around for millions of years, of course, so all that wisdom of the mountain is what inspires the wisdom keeper, the Alto Mesayok. And for the Kurakakuyak, the earth keeper, the vision is so big that we get the inspirations from the star, from the cosmos, from the heavens, and that is what comes through, and the person, the elder, can masticate it, it can digest it, and offer useful wisdom to the community. So those are the stages here in the Andes, and in our modern world perhaps is that person that really knows how to embrace herself, himself, in their own inner world, and also knows how to just relate to the outer world in a healthy way. And it's like the wise one, the wise person. So we want to offer you now this transmission. The winds are blowing here, it's so beautiful in the Andes, and for us it's very auspicious that we have the winds with us that can bring the ancestors, the lineage of the earth keepers. So that's what we'll do now. We'll offer you the initiation. I invite you to get really comfortable, to connect with the land. Even if you're in a 10th floor in a city, there's land, there's earth, there are minerals, there's magma, fire, there's water way under. Connect with the elements, with the life on earth beneath, and allow the earth to pulsate her wisdom, and feel that love and wisdom in your own heart. Take some deep breaths. Allow the breath to connect you to your own body, to expand your chest, your heart. And also invite the heavens to come and inspire you. All the light, all the wisdom of the heavens, from the sun, Father Sun, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, star nations, the wisdom of the stars. Allow all that to start shining their blessings on you. And take some deep breath and allow that sacred marriage in your heart from Pachamama, Mother Earth, and the heavens. And keep breathing with the intention to be receptive to receive. And these are our mesas, our altars that hold the medicine for us here in the Andes. So with this, we call the lineage of earth keepers. Hampue, Kurakakuyak, Hampue, Hampue. We invite you to come and bless our brothers, our sisters here. To come and activate their vision, their hearts, their bellies, so they can see with clarity, so they can feel with great openness, so they can have the energy, the power to manifest what they know is right for the world. Hampue, Hampue, come and initiate my brothers, my sisters. May the primordial masculine force be awakened, the primordial feminine force be awakening, so there may be the sacred marriage in my brothers and my sisters. Hampue, Hampue, a los Kurakakuyeks. Hampue, vengan a bendecir a mis hermanos. Come and bless my brothers, my sister. Come and offer your transmission to them. And now, after my invocation, I'm going to have my brothers to offer you this initiation. So please be ready to receive the Kurakakuyak, Earthkeeper rite.
Kurakakole, hatun aukikuna awilukuna, hampuches, yanapawayku, chaskichiwayku, wayqipanaykunata imasulaqta, yachayninta, munayninta, llankayninta, Kurajakule karpay, saminchamoyku, awilukuna, aukikuna, kuyakuna, machulakuna, inkakuna, Tukuy yachayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy yachayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy yachayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy munayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy munayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy munayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy lankayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy lankayniyo kurahakulik. Tukuy lankayniyo kurahakulik. Gran Espíritu saminchawayku. Awir kunan kapanyamaki lukimaki. Kurahakulik pahmakin kurahakulik pahmisan. Saminchay. Panyamakimpi lukimakimpi. Lukimisampi panyamisampi. Kurahakulik misa. Saminchamoyku kalpachawayku. Salusninpaq trabajumpaq imasubaq chay medicina espiritual. Kurahakulik ancestro inkakuna. Kurahakulik. Gracias urpilay sungkoy. Waiki panaykuna.
And allow this blessing transmission initiation to really land on your body, in your psyche, in your whole being. And my brother Juana is going to empower it. He's also going to give it to you.
Awir kunan kamanyarikuyki wajarikuyki. Kallpaykita kunan kaq sumaqta quykuwayku. Kay sumaq kay wawaykikunaman mañakuykikun. Kurahakulik espíritu. Kurahakulik yachayniyuq, kurahakulik munayniyuq, kurahakulik llank'ayniyuq. Kay wawaykita kunan kay wawaykikunata kunan sumaqta kallpata quykuy kurahakulik espirituta. Awir kunan kakushankis ñawpa kurahakulikkuna, ñawpa abuelokuna, abuelakuna, yachayniyuqkuna, munayniyuqkuna, llank'ayniyuqkuna, qankunaq makikiswan, qankunaq sumaqta kallpaykichaswan kay wawaykikunata, pañata lluqsita kunaq sumaqta kallpayta kay kurahakulik espirituta qusta. Hampuy kunaq sumaqta, kurahakulik yachayniyuq, kurahakulik yachayniyuq, kurahakulik yachayniyuq. Hampuy yachayninpi kurahakulik espíritu, hampuy. Hinata qhawr kunan kurahakulik munayniyuq. Kay wawaykikunaman conectay kallpanchay. Kurahakulik espirituta, kurahakulik llank'ayta, kurahakulik kallpata. Hampuy. Hinata qhawr kunan qaki. Awir kunanqa llank'ayninman kurahakulik llank'ay, kurahakulik kunan sumaqta chakran, sumaqta kay wawaykikunata kunanqa kallpata quykuy, valorta quykuy kay kurahakulik kallpata quykuy, mañakuykikun sumaq kallpaykita hampuy. Hinata qhawr kunanqa pañamaki lluq'imaki, pañamiricino lluq'imiricino kakushanki, kay wawaykikunata sumaqta kallpata quykuy, mañakuykikun kuraq espíritu, kallpaykita kunan sumaq kay wawaykikunaman churaykuy, awir sutinpi makinpi hampuy, kurahakulik espíritu, yachaynikita, munaynikita, llank'aynikita kunan sumaqta kay wawaykiman kunan hampuy, kurahakulik espíritus. Awir kunanqa ayuntin, kurahakulik yachay, hampuy. Urpichay sunquy añay, wayqiy panaykuna.
Thank you, my brothers, my sisters. May you receive this transmission, allow it to land in your whole psyche, in your heart, in your body. Allow it to empower your vision, your love, and your ability to manifest what is good for the world. This initiation awakens your path as an Earthkeeper. Or if you're already in the path, it empowers it. We invite you to really take on the invitation to be part of the solution for what the world needs today. Not just for humans, but all life. Thank you so much. Aho.
Jay.